So we want to continue editing our homepage. So what I'll do, I will come to the dashboard. I prefer working with more than one tab to make my work easier. So what I will do, I will duplicate my tab so that I can use one on the dashboard and one for the website. Like this. Alright. So here I'll come to the dashboard. I want to copy the shortcode for the form. Remember when we were developing the form, we need to copy the shortcode so that the form can become live. So this is the sample form. I don't need to open it to get the shortcode. I can just copy it here. So if your mic is on, maybe you can turn it off. So this is how you do it. We just copy. Then I come here. So here I want to enable edit with Elementor. Can't see clearly. I have to drag this. So I want to enable edit with Elementor so that I can be able to work on this. So I'm finishing up the homepage by adding the form on the homepage. Remember, we had a section where we would later add the form. So I'm doing that right now. And it is also good to use an image, a background image with less graphics, so that you can place your text properly there. So if this text was on the right side, then it could be very hard to see this text. So ensure you choose your images properly. You can go with a blank image with the dull colors so that your text can be in a brighter color, like white color. So here, above these, I want to do something here. So you see, I can be able to click. You see, while I'm inside here, there's no way to click to see the elements. For instance, if I want to add a shortcode, I cannot see the shortcode where it is. So I found a shortcut. You click this, you can see all elements. You click this icon, you see all elements, no matter which section you are in. So even if you come inside here and you want to add a new section beneath it, just click this icon after the word Elementor here. Then here I want to add shortcode. So shortcode is here, I will drag it. I want to place it inside that. I don't want it to be between these two sections. I want it to be inside that particular section so that it can have a background color of blue. I don't want it to have its own background color. So remember here, I had copied some shortcode. So here is where I place it. So I place it there. Then the form should become live now. You can see the background is blue because of the original color. So that's not bad. Then you can go ahead and update. You feel your home page is also occupied with these two, with the contact details, you can just let people find them under contact page by removing them here so that you can focus with only telling people about your website and about your business or about your company or whatever you do in your website. So yeah, so that's what we do. So I was finishing up the homepage. I needed to add a contact form. So I just got the shortcode and added it there. That's it. So here you have to check if these links are working. So let me come to I have them too. I wanted one to be using for refreshing the content. So let's check if this link is working. You see it is not working. So we should let this link come to the contact us. So what can we do? So let me come here. Guys, always keep your mic off unless you are asking a question, so that I don't have to be turning off everyone's mic. So here, I want to let this button work. So I'll enable edit with Elementor, so that I can have the controls to put on these buttons. For instance, now I want to add a button. The button is already there. The only missing thing is the link. So the button is here. Or we can't say it is a button. It is a button. It's only that it is having a, can see it is a button, but the border is only on the bottom. So that's why it is not the same as this button, but it's just a design. If you want the border to be appearing, you can check with the border type here, solid. For the top, bottom, ensure they all have a figure like 2 on the border. So for now, we only see the border on the bottom, because a line on the bottom, because it is only ticked here, 2 pixels on the bottom. If we put 0, then it will disappear. So if you can see here, it is highlighting a lot, but there's no line now because I've removed it. Same way, if I add top one, this is border radius. The border radius is how to shape the border. Already, if you don't have the border, so you see the top is coming now because I'm taking the top border type here on the style. So I only wanted the bottom to be having the border. And that's it, the two. Then now I want the link. The link is just on the content. It is here, link. So you come here and right click. There is a contact page, copy link address. Come here and paste the link. Then you update. So after it has updated, we will confirm if the link is working now. So it has updated. So I come here and refresh. So now I can click this button. So now it is taking us to the contact us page. So always ensure your buttons are working and all the links in your home page are working. So we confirm if we have another one. We have a button here. Is it really working? Let's check the link. The link is also dead. So I put the same link because this is leading to the contact page. You put it. You check if you have another one. Now you don't. So now you can update. So now you can say your homepage is complete. People can get all the information they want. They can even register right away on the homepage, because we put some details on the homepage because not so many people know that they can click these pages to see more. Unless they have interacted with technology before, it will be very hard for them. But everyone knows how to scroll. Even on TikTok, you scroll. So when you put content on the homepage, because this will be the landing page, this will be the first page people see. You populate the right content in your website, you can ensure people get the right knowledge easily without having even to see the other pages. So now let's see how we can make about us page. We will use samples from online to see how our an about us page is designed. So for now it is empty. It doesn't have any content or any design. It only has this widget. We said this is called sidebar widget. To change this, you go to the widgets area. There's widgets here, just the same way we go to customize. But that's not my focus. I want to make this about us to have the full wing. I don't want any content here. So what I'll do is I click edit page so that I can change the width of this page to be full wing. When it will be full, it will remove the sidebar automatically. So if you need the sidebar for your blog, you don't have to delete it. Just come to the About Us page, you edit page like we did. Content, click here on the content layout. So here is where the design comes, the layout comes. So I choose full wing. So for the full wing, you see you have padding. Padding is the space between your content and the screen. So now we can view the page. We will not see the sidebar if everything is right. So now the sidebar is gone, and now our About Us is empty, completely empty. So we can now start designing using Elementor. So how can we access it using Elementor? And we can see Elementor on top here. So what we do, you just start by initiating the edit page. You will find Elementor on the next screen. So it gives you an option to continue editing on this editor. This is the original WordPress editor, or you continue with Elementor. So I go with Elementor there. I click Elementor, it will start loading. You see this loading, just wait. So now we'll check samples from online which have like an About Us page and see this About Us page, how it should look like. So let's see which page. Let me check this side. You don't need a specific page. You need any page, any website that has an About Us page, so that you can see how you can interact with it. So here we have About Us page. So I'll just go to About Us. So here is the About Us. So they have the About Us, a small description about them. And here we have our pledge, values, something like that. So it's just titles and some brief info like core values, our mission statement. But the first thing is About Us. You can discuss more. So we come here. So what I will add a title first. Click this empty section. So this is, we are creating a page from scratch. I know for now you are used with editing. You can create a page. So the second thing, I will add text. So for the title here, I will add call it About Us. Then it can be left centered, no problem. Then here I will come to this AI software by Google. I will tell it, write me an About Us page from my website. So you just need sample info. So I can just copy this. Oh, good. It has even everything. So we can take this, all of it. Then our work will be just designing. So I will reach here. So then our values can be the next heading. So copy. So I've already copied. In most cases I use Control C. So you'll not be seeing me right click. So now the next thing, I will add a title. If you don't want to add a title like this, like the way I'm adding, see, I can add a title now again. I also have an option to copy this title. Right click, copy, right click, paste. So you see, I've copied the same title above so that I don't have to recreate it again. Then I can delete the first one. Then I can edit this to be our values. Then next thing, I will add a text. There's no need to copy text, but in most cases I said copy. Let's say you had designed this. Let's say for the about us, you had even a different font like this. You choose font Times Roman, you know it. Then you also change the size. Then you also change the text color. So if you have done all this, there's no need to redo it again if you want the same thing. You just copy, you come here on the same section. Inside that, you just right click on it. It will paste below it. Then you can delete the first one. So here you can write our values. So normally you'll find it hard, but it's something that will come when you get used to working with WordPress and Element. It seems smooth because I'm used to it. So don't try to move so fast with it. The best way is to try and get an error. That's how you learn. So here I'll just select all, then I'll paste for our values. The next thing, I will take our team. So remember, you are generating a sample. So here I will add a heading. But because I will copy this heading, and I have something that is already copied, I will add another section for the text that I've already copied. Put the text there, then paste it first. So that now I can come and copy this heading. Right click, copy, then right click while I'm inside it to paste. So it will be now our team. Next thing should be, no, it's done. After our team, that should be done. We have a page for contact us, so there's no need. So this software is called Bard. It is just like ChatGPT. It is a free version by Google. So now we have our about us, and I think it looks good because about us doesn't require to have a lot of detail. Just describe a brief about your business, about the website you are developing. You don't describe about the business, about the website. You just describe about the business or anything that is behind that website. So, for instance, this is an institution to train web development.
And sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Like now, this one is an AI that you are using to generate the content for the about us and the core values. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
Is plagiarism not a matter in this context?
For now, this is for practical purposes.
Yes.
I don't intend to use this for commercial purpose. This is just for demonstration because you don't expect me to type this content from scratch
Yeah.
unless we are learning typing. So I just
Okay.
needed
Okay.
a sample code.
Like my question was this way. Yeah?
Yeah.
Like now, when you are now on a commercial purpose,
Uh-huh.
now I want to develop a website for someone using WordPress. Then now I come to about the AI to generate the content.
Mm-hmm.
See, maybe from his side you will get a plagiarized work.
Yeah. If it is if he, let's say if you are developing for him the website,
Yes.
you don't use it is not recommended to use AI because you should have the original content that from the client so that
Okay. Okay.
it can be used for the website.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But you can use even this software to create blog posts for your
Yes.
own blog. There's
Then
no
you ensure
software.
that
Yeah,
then you remove the AI.
yeah. There's no AI unless you maybe you can edit this content. You see, like we have website name here. You should make it like here. You should replace with the website name that you own. If you are talking about it right here, so you just have. I think these AI are pretty clever. You can uh, you can use them to develop to generate good content. Unless
Okay.
now
Like
people are
the reason
using.
as why I'm asking
Mhm.
the reason as to why I'm asking you that way
Mm,
is that sometimes back I used to be a writer using as a post and whatsoever,
mhm,
and I could generate a content using the AI, maybe the chat GPT or the
mm,
copy AI
mm,
and other contents. Then when you submit that work that way, when you just generate it from
mm.
plagiarized work, copy pasted work.
Oh, I think there's also other software to detect if your work is plagiarism or if you are using
Yeah,
AI content. So unless
yeah.
you you have to determine which reason you are writing that
There's a
content.
software for that.
Mm, yeah, but
Okay.
if you are writing your own content and you want to have like
Yeah,
a good content,
there's a
uh-huh. Okay.
yeah, there's a software for that
Mm,
that can help you to determine the percentage of the AI,
mm-hmm.
and also a software that can help you to remove the AI also. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that is good. You can share with the others so that they can know these tools too.
Okay, but they come at a premium if one wants.
Yeah, I believe every good thing should be paid for. So if you need those software, maybe and your work depends on them, I think you can buy them because if there is return on investment on them, you can. There's no it's not bad to invest on them. Let's say if you own several accounts for writing, so you want to know if people are using AI to write your content, so that you don't mess up with your clients. So I think it is good. So now we have just generated about us page very easily. Caleb, how are you able to listen to? How are you able to attend class without that background noise? Anyway, I've
I've
muted
already
you.
muted it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you are multitasking. Eh? Will you get value from the class?
No, it was just background again.
Okay. So we also want to have, let's see how we can make this services page. So same way, it has a sidebar. I want to remove it. I want to take the content layout to full wing, then update it. After I update it, there's no need to view because I know it will fetch the new wing. So now I can continue with edit with Elementor here. So for the services, we want to, and I should not have services page. This I think was for practical purposes. According to my website, it should be called courses, not services. On my website, I'm not offering any services. So I need to edit this page. Let me show you how to edit this page on the pages section. So come to all pages, services here. So there's option to do quick edit. Call it courses. And after that, I will update. So now on my website, I expect to have courses. So courses now, I can open courses now. Then I can enable with edit with Elementor. So now here, mm, we're going to check a website that has courses so that we can take inspiration from it. So this is the courses page on this. Oh, so they don't have a lot of courses here. They are, you have to scroll like this to see them. Okay. So you want to
Why
have
didn't you click on courses itself?
courses itself. I think the courses is not even a page. It is what we call a custom link because it is not opening. They are just using it to house the other courses. So let's see this because I'm interested in the web and I'm also teaching the web. So they have an image there. They have some buttons here. Oh, this page is incomplete or what? Certificate Pro is divided into 3 sections. So they don't have a lot of content on this. Let's check if they have on another course. I think they should list a lot of details here. what they will teach, so that it will be easier for people. Let's say you are you know what you want to learn. I think it is easier for them to list it down, what you should go and learn. CCNA. Their content is just brief, and I don't see a read more button, but no problem. That is what they decided, so no problem. So let's see if we can replicate this. This is the sidebar. On the sidebar, they have a form to register. They also have a calendar. Oh, this is all the form. The form has even calendar. So all of it is the form, then the calendar here. So this is something you can do very quick. So they have a sidebar, and this sidebar is usually uniform. If you check on every course, it is the same thing. So you can make the custom. First, let's concentrate on the design of the page. We will check the custom link later. I mean the sidebar later. So here we have an image. So let's just design what they have. So here on we want to add an image. So image size here, I'll choose medium large. So let me check if I can have a good image here. Okay, so the image is there. The image is huge here, but it will not be so huge when you view the design as a visitor. So the image, then we have these buttons, of which they are even empty. So let's call it overview. Let's create overview. So I'll add an empty column like this, so that I can add. The first thing I will add is a background color. So I click edit section, the middle thing, come to style, background type, I choose color. There's option for the image that I want color. Then the text now can be added. It should be heading or what? Text overview, no problem. So I call it overview. I want the text color to be white. I know color code for white. It's only F times 6. 6 Fs, you have then I can change the font family times Roman, the normal font people are used to. We can also add a column to this, and also add another column, and also add another column. So you right click and choose the column. If there is space between the columns, you can add. Or it's only the color on over. So let's use the color they are using for the background. So let's go with some color that is not so So let's go with that. Then each column now, it has its own color. Then when you hover on this, it has the same color as the first one. So what we do is here, click that column, come to style, background type, choose classic. For the color, choose red. Let's add text here. Let's just see what they have. They have curriculum, add curriculum. Can copy these to all of them. Now here I can, before I do that, let me rename them. Curriculum. That one should be instructor. Instructor. That one, fourth one, reviews. So now let's start with the styling. So I can also expand these so that the column is not so thin. So I can click this, edit section, can come to layout, come to height, choose something called minimum height. So huge, but you can reduce it to any figure you want. Let's do 70. Yeah, 70 is okay. So now the curriculum, only when you hover on it, the color changes to red. So let's do that. So come to style. So you see there's normal and hover. Hover is when you place your mouse on top of it. So I'll choose hover now. Then I'll choose classic. Then for the color I come, choose red here. So for now, when I place my mouse on top, the color comes to red. Then the text color, I click inside of it. So this text is separate from the section. Should be white. Oh. So 4, 5, 6. But now the bad thing is the color is not visible when I remove my mouse. So what I can do, I can keep it dark, but when people place the mouse, the color becomes white. So this is good. So what I can do, let the color still be dark. But now, yes. So I wanted to change this color so that on hover, it's very different. So let me come with a column thing. So on hover, color is red. So I was checking the option for this. It seems the heading doesn't have the, me check. It should have option to hover. When you hover, the color changes. But if I could have used a button, it could be different. But now this is just a normal heading. That's why it doesn't have this. So what I can do is I can put a button here. So I can delete this. It is empty now. Then I want to add a button. so that I can have those features. So this button, I don't want it to have any border. So come to style. So border will be none. Then background type can be the same color as it. So the color should be dark. So how about I use this same color here that I'm using. So copy this color. So I'll copy it. I come inside this button. So for the background, I'll put the background color here. I'll paste it there so that it is the same as the background when the mouse is not there. Then now, let's start with the text. So the text should be curriculum. Curriculum. If you want this text to be capital, come to typography. Can even have Times Roman here. Then transform it to uppercase. So transform to uppercase. This is on typography. Typography is associated with the font style and font colors. So now you can see there is a text color here when you hover and also when you. So the text color should be originally dark. Then after it is dark, well, on hover, it should be white. So click over text color should be white. So when I place my mouse, the color is white, but it still has this background color. So I don't want this background color on this button. So let's start first on the background type. The background type here, I want to unselect this. You see it is selected. After you select it, now it is not anymore. It is not available there. There is no even the color or anything. It is just the original color of this button. Now what I can do is click on hover, background again, I unselect. So the background is still the same. So let's check the border. Border is none. I would prefer, so let me try to work it with white, so that all of it can be white, because there is no option to remove it, all of it. Because I would prefer it to not appear as different as the background color. So now, if the button, I'll choose the background type. The color will be red. It will be red. So when you hover, it is still red. You will not even notice it is different. So now this is the button. So it is white when you place the mouse on top. So now since I don't want this design and I've created this, let's remove this, then we will copy and paste. Let's try to redo on this the way we have done. So delete this. So here add button. You have to click the plus. You want to add something. So button is here. Text should be instructor. instructor. Then we can see style. So for the style, text color should be a dark color. Background type should be red. Then on hover, the text should be white. Text should be white. Text color. So each color is F 6 times. So when you hover, it is white. So let me also put the whole column as red, like this one, on hover. So select column, come to style. So I will only pick the color on hover, not on the normal. So that the button on its own, it can stand like this one. You see, like in normal cases, it's just a button. When you go near it, it turns the background to red. So on hover, you want to have a background color. So click classic, choose color as red. So it will be behaving like this now. Check this out. So when you hover, it is picking now. It is picking the whole box. But in normal cases, it's just a button. So because we have done this to these two buttons, we can delete these and we will carry this button here. So I'll copy, or you just come here on the edit, you right click, copy, come to this plus, right click, paste. So I'll call it, this should be overview, overview. Oh, yeah, overview. Then on over it is white. That's okay. On over it is white. On over is white. I also remove this. I can copy this, then edit it, paste. But you see the first button is not looking like the others. In normal cases, it has the red one. So I don't want that too. So come to here, click here, edit column. So in normal cases, that's when it is having this color. And this is not what I want. I don't want it, so I'll disallow it there. So then in normal cases, it's like this. But on hover, I can have the color. So now on hover, it has a color. When I remove the mouse, it's not available anymore. Same way like the other ones. So even the third one needs a color on hover. So I click edit column. Unless you copy the whole column, there's no way to copy the background color on its own. So here, the first thing, or before, let's change the color first. So it should be on hover, not on the normal. So click hover, choose classic, choose color, click twice so that it can show up. I think when they updated Elementor, you have to click twice to choose the color. Initially, it was only one, unless it is only my machine. So this is not bad. The columns are the same. Then I can update for now, even though I have not changed this text. Let me take a phone here. Yes, so I was to change this to review. It should be reviews. Yeah, so reviews. Okay, the text should be capital. If you don't want to change it here, you can just come to style, come to typography. Font family, we should have Times Roman. Then on the transform, we have uppercase, so that all the buttons can be uppercase. So if you feel white color is a bit appealing, you can undo it on this. So let's check now. So they have overview, curriculum. So same way, when they hover, the color appears. So they have so this is something that is posted on someone. It is not designed here, but we can have the description of the course here. Then I think this should be on overview. Yes, this should be on overview. So what we can do is we could, if we could have an option to link this to appear here, then we will try to have another section. So unless, for now, we can only link these to go to the overview, then they can read everything there. But let's assume it was a design, then we put the description here above. So we call it description. So if you are tired with changing the font family every time here, I'll show you where to change it in a minute. So description, we can add a sample text here. And this can be for the description. So you'll have the image, the buttons there, then description, then the text. Then we can update. So if you post this as a post, it comes with an option of related courses, so that you can let people read more about your courses. So here, so before I forget, we will check how that related appears. It is usually available on the posts. So let's see. So this is how people will view it. The image is still huge, but at least the design is not so bad. Remember, this page was designed from scratch. There's a lot you can do. So, but let's see on the customize how we can have, instead of changing the font type every time, how you can do it all at once. Let's see what you can do. So we'll come to this section called typography. Let it load first. And it tells you this, just choose weight. So come to typography. Here you can change the font of everything. Can check general. General is nothing to change. Count body, font family, you just choose Times Roman. So when you do this once here, you don't have to be changing every time. It will just, you see it has reflected everywhere from the top bar to the text to everywhere. It has changed the color, the font to Times New Roman. So all headings, for instance, this is a heading. It will change right away now. Watch what happens. So here I'll choose Times Roman again. See, it has changed now. So that is for all headings. So you don't have to go to each one, each two. It will change everything. Then if this menu is not having the font we want, you can just come here to main menu, change it from here, Times New Roman. You can go back. Also for the mobile menu, mobile is when you view the menu on your mobile device. The screen will be smaller. Page title, I want everything to be almost having font of Times Roman. So footer copyright can be Times Roman. Footer copyright is the copyright at 2023, which is usually on the bottom here. It is called footer copyright. Blog post title, you can also have Times New Roman. I usually find Times New Roman very clean. If you have another font that you have interacted, which is very clean, you can recommend it to me so that I can be using it. Breadcrumbs are, let me show you breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs, when you come to this page of About Us, no, this one. Let me show you what breadcrumbs are. These are the breadcrumbs. It shows you the home page and the page you are in. So they help with navigation. It is very important to have them. So these are what are called breadcrumbs. You can note that down. So the font family for it will be also Times New Roman. Then if you are satisfied with most of the sections, you can go ahead and publish. So the menu is now having Times New Roman, which is not bad. Richard is saying Arial font is also good. So now after you work with the color, with the font, and you have ensured all your website has the font that you want, then you are good to go. You can preview the homepage. And one thing, when you click the homepage, the logo and the homepage is usually the same. The logo just takes by default the link of the homepage so that it can help with the navigation. You will find some websites do not have a homepage, so don't go there looking for a homepage. Just click the logo, it should take you home. So the font is changed everywhere, and I think it is looking better. Karanu Awero, you are drawing something too today.
I have stopped.
Okay. So we also have, so the font, even if we do not change it in the first place, it is changed when you tackle it on the customize. So it's just so easy right there. So if someone could come to this website right now, they could say it is almost ready if I finish adding the other details. But the homepage itself, it has some details which can help the person navigating to understand more about this website. So ensure your website is like this, because I think we did this the other class, not even the last class we did on Monday. So unless you have a challenge like the guys for MacBook, ensure you are here. I know as humans we love excuses, but for your own good, try to do something good so that you can learn something at the end of the class. I believe practical in these classes are the best. You can't just cram the design and do it. You have to fail and try it. Like there's a guy called Emmanuel. Emmanuel is always having errors because I know he's trying. But if you don't try, you will not even encounter the errors and you will not know the next class. I mean, you will not know how to navigate through the errors because you only get error once. And if you ask, you will get to know how to solve the error. But if you just keep quiet, or maybe you are struggling or you are not even trying, then it means maybe you are wasting your time for nothing. So let's see what I was saying related posts. It is something that comes on the blog. So for instance, we have these articles. I did not create them. So let's read this. We are not reading, but we are just scrolling through. When you scroll on the bottom, it will show you. You may also like. So this is something like a related post, like the one we had on this website. Which website? Oh, this thing is blocking me. So yeah, so like this, you see they have related courses. So it's just a name, but it is the same structure. So this is by default. It is just generated by default if you are using post. It is not available for pages. So for the post, you see this is a blog. These are breadcrumbs showing you navigation. The category is 2016, October 15. But if you don't want this still, you can edit it. You don't want to have these breadcrumbs. What you can change, you can come to dashboard. Come to settings, click permalinks. Permalinks is the same as link. You see permalink structure, it has a day and name. For instance, it will have local/WordPress, the date, and the name of the post. So I normally go with the post name. I don't want the date to be available there. So I go with the post name only, so like this. So this is simple, save changes. So after I save changes, we will go back and see. So let's go back now. Oh, yeah, so I need now to refresh. You will see this disappear. You will only see the name of the post. So let me refresh now. Oh, it is saying even the page is not found, but we can click again because they have been updated so that we can come again. So click the post now. Yeah, so you see it is only the category and the post name. So we have eliminated the date. So this is called permalink structure. It's also very important for SEO, which we'll be learning on the next class. So now I don't have many remarks. Maybe we can open the room for questions. So let me hear your questions. While you think about the questions, let me tick the register before I forget. So let's finish the register as we treat it as a break. Then we can continue with the questions. So listen carefully. We are now calling the names. Today should be on date.